Hey Cancer, welcome. Thanks so much for joining me today on my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. So Cancer, it's been a while, and I just want to let you know that I have a very unpredictable recording schedule, and in fact I don't have a schedule at all, and so I'm taking the opportunities when I have them to upload videos. So this is going to be called your December reading, because I probably won't get back to you again until January. At least I don't think so, but we'll see. Anyway, so I want to say, first of all, thank you to any new viewers. If you are brand new to my channel, first of all, you can find more specific information regarding my readings, my videos, and my channel in the description box below. I want to say welcome and thank you for joining me. I hope that the readings are enjoyable. I hope they resonate. And I hope you stick around, just knowing that I do not have a regular uploading schedule, so unfortunately I can't do daily readings like a lot of tarot readers do. I do them when I can. Returning viewers, if you're still around, I really appreciate you coming back and sticking with me. And I hope the readings continue to resonate, and I appreciate your support, your likes. I appreciate when you subscribe and share the videos. It helps my channel quite a bit. So I want to remind everybody that this is a general love reading, and of course that means it can apply to any kind of situation, circumstance, or any kind of relationship that you might be dealing with. Also, don't forget to be flexible with the energy. You can interchange the roles. You might be represented by any of the characters that may show up in the cards. You might feel like I'm reading for you, but you could potentially feel like you're cross-watching for somebody that you're dealing with instead. Of course, parts of the reading may resonate while other parts may not, so take what does and leave behind the rest. My intention is to reach those that need the message and hopefully will benefit from it in some way, shape, or form. So I hope that the reading is enjoyable. I hope it resonates, but I hope more than anything else, Cancer, you get something beneficial out of watching the video. So let's get started and see what's going on for Cancer for the rest of December. Here we go. We've got the King of Cups in reverse, paired with the Queen of Wands in reverse. Two of Swords in reverse. Five of Cups in reverse. 10 of Swords. 9 of Swords. The Hermit in reverse. And then we have the Three of Wands. So this is going to be a tough reading, I can tell already. Cancer, it looks like there's an ending here. It looks like one that's causing you a significant amount of grief. You could be feeling anxiety. You could be feeling pressure. You could be feeling all of the above. So there's some kind of ending to a relationship. I think that the two energies are this King of Cups and this Queen of Wands. The King of Cups feels detached to me. This person feels emotionally disconnected. This is somebody who doesn't care anymore. This is somebody who would say, you know, the love is lost. The passion's not there anymore. Or it could just be that, you know, there's a lack of loyalty or emotional connection between these two. This could be any kind of relationship, romantic or otherwise, friendship, family, colleagues, co-workers, business partners, you name it. This Queen of Wands feels angry to me. I think she's upset about the situation. I think there's a certain level of blame being directed at this King of Cups from this Queen of Wands. Right now, at least, I don't feel a significant amount of emotional angst coming off of these two. In other words, I don't necessarily feel like they're crying into their pillows at night, eating their gallon of ice cream and sobbing over the loss of this relationship. It's more about There could be mind games going on. There could be anxiety surrounding other factors or other elements within this relationship associated with this ending. But this ending feels definitive. I mean, the Ten of Swords is typically that type of ending. It feels harsh and it feels definitive. So whatever is going on between these two, whatever ending that they are dealing with, and it does feel like the ending of the relationship, but it could be an ending to something else in addition to or connected to the relationship. We'll see as we get more cards out here. It does feel like probably both parties see the necessity for the ending. In other words, I'm not sure it's like one person saying, no, I don't want this to end, versus the other person saying it's going to end. It feels like it's mutual. But we'll see, if, Six of Pentacles might come up or something of that nature. We'll see what we get here with this next set of cards for Cancer. Seven of Swords in reverse. And then we have the Page of Swords clarifying the Queen. Queen of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Knight of Wands in reverse. The Hermit is clarifying the Hermit in reverse. And then we have the Sun in reverse. Okay. So we do have a third person that's entered into the reading. I'm about 99.99% sure it's a third person. It does not feel like the Queen of Wands or the King of Cups. It feels like a third person. So we have a Queen of Pentacles in the picture. I want to remind all of you, male or female, the gender of the cards does not matter. It's about the energy of the card. The Queen of Pentacles is just somebody who's typically a maternal type figure or somebody who acts in that manner. So they put others first. They're very dependable, reliable, and loving, compassionate, and loyal. This is somebody that everybody wants and needs in their life. That very caring individual, again, mothering type person. And of course, men can act in that manner as well. It's just about that nurturing energy that the Queen of Pentacles has. She's got a lot to offer. She brings a lot to the table. She's hardworking. I don't think she's feeling that way right now, however. And it's probably associated with this disconnect between this King of Cups and this Queen of Wands. So this person's affected in some way by the situation. I'm not sure if she's directly involved yet or not, but she's definitely affected by the ending surrounding this relationship between this Queen of Wands and this King of Cups. Could be that there's a missed opportunity, a missed business opportunity, or maybe she missed out on a job, but there's some kind of financial disruption associated with this Queen of Pentacles due to the relationship or disconnect between this King of Cups and this Queen of Wands. I don't think part of the problem with this Nine of Swords is this anxiety attached to the situation. So this could have been something that was unexpected, or that maybe it was something that one or all parties even didn't expect to happen, or it seemed sudden. It could have been brought on by a disagreement, a conflict, or possibly a fight. I do get a lot of negative energy off of this Queen of Wands, especially towards this King of Cups. And this King of Cups is just like, he doesn't give a rat's ass. He's like, I don't care. I don't need to make things right for you because you're mad at me or because you think I should. There's something I think that this King of Cups is, it's almost like he's dismissing this Queen of Wands. I feel like she thinks he's supposed to fix something for her or make something right, or he is responsible in some way, again, for some misdeeds or things going wrong within the relationship. With this Page of Swords in reverse coming up on this Queen of Wands, I really get a negative, almost whiny energy off her. Like, she's just pissed. She's pissed, and she might be even acting a little immature, a little bit like a child in the situation, especially with her words, or at least her thoughts regarding this King of Cups. I really feel like she's playing a blame game here. And it could have something to do with some wrongdoings surrounding this relationship. I think there's a question here with these hermits coming up in the end and the Sun in reverse. I think there's some question as to whether or not see, there's some kind of purpose or reason behind what's going on with this relationship. There could be some kind of lesson to be learned. And I think there's some question as to whether or not there's going to be some resolve in this issue, or some... I'm not saying that these two have to come to an agreement and make up and be best friends again. I'm not saying that, because I feel like there's a significant ending here, and it probably had to happen. But there's something else attached to this where... In other words, there's a silver lining. Let's put it that way. Because I can't put my... I mean, I only have 2 sets out. I guess I could get some more cards out here, right, Cancer? Sitting here hemming and hawing, trying to figure out what the silver lining could be. I think that's what's questionable, is that there is some kind of silver lining, and the goal is to figure out what it is. Anyway, let's get some more cards. So we have Judgment in reverse. So when I read tarot cards, for me, it's like reading a mystery novel, right? So every card that I turn is another page or another clue or another hint. For me, it literally is like reading a book. So the story comes out of the cards, not just in the cards' meanings, but sometimes in the placement, the association with the other cards that surround them. The pictures have a lot to do with some of the meanings that come through. Anyway, sometimes, anyway, I feel like I shouldn't carry on. I take too much time out. But sometimes certain sets that come out will have a lot of content. And so it does take me a while to get through the reading. And that second set was one of those. But then at the same time, I feel like I'm trying to pull too much out of them when I've got 3 more decks I'm working with here. So I should just get on with it. Anyway, that's what was funny to me. Temperance in reverse. There's the Ace of Pentacles in reverse again, by the way. We have it down here. King of Pentacles in reverse. Five of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Queen of Wands, she's in the upright this time. Ten of Swords again, this time in reverse. And Eight of Wands in reverse. So, sorry, I'm distracted. I've got noise outside my house. And there's like 4 other houses around me. So anytime there's somebody outside, it's like, I have to check it out and see what's going on. Because I'm that neighbor. No, I'm just curious. I'm not that neighbor. I keep to myself. But, you know, there's not much going on these days. You got to get the excitement when it happens, right? Something going on outside your door, you're going to look too. Okay. I feel like this King of Cups feels like he's doing the work for this Queen of Wands. There's some kind of energy coming off of him, like maybe in the past he has done things for her out of loyalty. I feel like he's also this King of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like there's the sense of loyalty lost. But loyalty lost by this King of Cups towards this Queen of Wands is affecting this Queen of Pentacles as well. This loyalty lost toward the Queen of Wands is affecting this Queen of Pentacles as well. For some reason, with the 5 of Pentacles, we've got the 2 of Pentacles, 9, the 8. I mean, there's a lot of, this could be a financial situation. So there's something, this King could be financially responsible, or maybe he's the breadwinner of a family, or maybe he's a boss and he's let go of this Queen of Wands, and somehow maybe she's tied to this Queen of Pentacles, so there's some kind of financial issue because of that, the circumstances surrounding that relationship ending. So it could be any number of things, but the bottom line is there is a loyalty and an emotional disconnect between this King of Cups and Queen of Wands, because I think he feels like he's been doing things for her, or he's been, with this Judgment in reverse and the 7 of Swords, for whatever reason, I'm getting this idea that he thinks that he's been making some mistakes along the way with regard to this Queen of Wands. I think she's been getting her way for a period of time with regard to this person. And I think he's been complacent. He's been allowing it, sweeping it under the rug. I feel like this Queen of Wands has certain expectations for this King of Cups, and he's like, I'm not doing it anymore. It's gone on too long. It's gone on too long and it's messed things up. Temperance in reverse. And this Queen of Wands is pissed. I think this King of Cups has come to the end of his rope. But somehow the loss of this connection, both on an emotional level and a level of loyalty that's lost on this Queen of Wands, it's affecting this Queen of Pentacles. So this Queen of Pentacles could be a partner to this King of Cups, could be a partner or family member to the Queen of Wands. It really doesn't matter the connection, just that it's affecting her, and it feels like it's a financial burden, or there's some kind of trouble related to maybe loss of a home, or loss of resources, or loss of a job. But there's a sense of loss for sure. A sense of lacking with the 5 of Pentacles coming out here, and then we get the 9. So something indicating, loss related to finances or stability. Now, I don't think for some reason, I don't think that this Queen of Wands, I don't think she expected this, so it might be messing with her a little bit. I think this event or whatever actions have been taken by this King of Cups. I think whatever actions he's taken, they've been a little bit unexpected. This Queen of Wands is a little bit feeling a little bit messed up in the head, because I get the hunch that maybe things have been going along, been going along quite nicely for this Queen of Wands. And then suddenly this king decides he has enough, and he says, I'm not doing it anymore. And this Queen of Wands is caught off guard, I feel like. I think that probably in the past, because this feels like something that's happened before, but it's always been like a false alarm. So, for example, there could have been a lack of communication in the past. Maybe these two stopped communicating for a while, or one ghosted the other, or whatever. Or, stopped answering each other's text messages. There was some kind of loss of communication, possibly in the past, where this Queen of Wands might thought, this king's playing games with me. There's some mind games going on here for sure. And the mind games are in the form of a lack of communication or miscommunication, or purposeful misguided communication. I think that is more on the part of the Queen of Wands, however, especially with this Page of Swords clarifying her energy. There is an indication that there was purposeful misguided communication. And I think that's part of the reason why this King of Pentacles, he's like, enough. I'm not doing this crap anymore. It's kind of like the boy who cried wolf. That's a perfect example, because the Page of Swords often, to me, indicates the boy who cried wolf, right? The one who's crying wolf, wolf, wolf all day long, every day. Finally, when the wolf is there, everybody's like, you know what? You say this every day. We don't believe you. That's what it feels like to me. You pulled this on me one too many times. I'm done, says this King of Cups. Now, here's the thing. I'm not sitting here pointing fingers and saying this Queen of Wands is to blame versus this King of Cups. But it does feel like this Queen of Wands, with her in reverse, there's been a certain level of her kind of getting her way, and this King of Cups kind of going along with it. That's what I've got. I'm not saying that one person is right over the other, because both are in shadow energy. Neither one is being a pleasant individual to be around, but they both have their different reasons for being in their shadow energy. I just feel like there's been a certain level of this game playing going along with this lack of communication or misguided communication, and this King of Cups is just like, you know what, I'm not doing this crap anymore. I'm just done. And I don't think this Queen of Wands expected that. And it's inadvertently affecting this Queen of Pentacles, who I absolutely feel is somebody different. She could be the Queen of Wands, but she could be the Queen of Wands, but let's get some more cards out and see. We'll see. There's the Queen of Wands again in reverse, again, and she's tied to the Seven of Swords. Okay. Well, this card on the bottom was actually facing the wrong way. I'm interested to see what it is. It is the next one that we're taking out, and it's the Queen of Swords in reverse, clarifying this Page of Swords. There she is with her lies, her miscommunication, her lack of communication. I mean, this could be any number of things. This individual is not talking, or if she is, she could be straight up lying, especially with the Page of Swords out here as well. Seven of Swords. There's a lot of deception, or again, lack of communication can be seen as deception as well. If you're withholding information, or you are purposely not communicating with somebody to get to them, or to fuck with them or mess with their head, that's deception, right? I feel like this Queen of Wands is definitely responsible for that. I mean, the cards are, I mean, it couldn't be any more obvious. Again, I don't know what this is all about, so I'm not pointing fingers. So if you feel like you're resonating as the Queen of Wands, please don't get upset. I'm just reading the cards, but I do feel like this Queen of Wands, maybe, you know, things were going her way, and, you know, I'm making excuses now for this behavior, but maybe she didn't see that she was being deceptive, or maybe she didn't think that her lack of communication or miscommunication was a problem. But I think partly it's due to the fact that this King of Cups wasn't acknowledging it. He wasn't addressing it. He was just like, okay, whatever. He's going along with it, and he's tired of it. He realized he was making a mistake by going along with whatever, you know, this Queen of Wands is dishing out. Three of Cups in reverse. Clarifying this Queen of Pentacles. There's the Hermit for the third time. Queen of Cups in reverse. Temperance again in reverse. Seven of Cups in reverse. And then we have the Moon in reverse. So I think that this Queen of Pentacles is questioning her standing within this group dynamic. So again, I'm not sure the exact circumstances based on the cards I'm seeing, but there is some question here as to what's my standing within this group dynamic, or within this, you know, whether it could be, there could be other people involved. It could be that there's this question as to, you know, what's my standing within this group involving this King of Cups, Queen of Wands, and myself. This could be obviously a third-party situation, right? But there's some question. This Queen of Pentacles, again, I think an innocent bystander, so to speak, because she's not directly involved in whatever ending is occurring between this Queen of Wands, King of Cups. She's not directly involved in it, but she's definitely affected by it. What's my standing within this group dynamic now that things have ended between you two? This Queen of Wands definitely does not want this ending either. And by that I mean things have been going along her way for quite some time. She might be realizing that she was taking advantage of the circumstances, or of this king, or both. I think that there's some indication in this set of cards. And this could simply have to do with intuition. And it could pertain to this Queen of Pentacles, but it could also apply to all of them. All of the people involved in the situation. That there may not be direct communication, like people having a talk face-to-face, or even a text messaging back and forth, or a conversation on the phone. There may not be that kind of communication, but there still is a certain level of understanding. And with this Hermit coming out here, I feel like there's been a lot of kind of solo processing. In other words, maybe due to the lack of communication or unwillingness to be forthright and upfront, people have been forced to, the people involved in the situation have been forced to kind of go inward to figure out what the hell's going on. You know, I can't figure out what the hell's going on, so I gotta go inward and figure it out. You put the pieces together. right? That's what intuition's all about. If you're uncertain about something, reflect on the history, reflect on the interactions, reflect on the relationship, reflect on the conversations that were had in the past. Reflect on people's behavior. It's like being a private detective. Or you don't have to be a private detective. You can be investigating. So you can be reading a mystery novel, like I was talking about before. It's about putting the pieces together. So I do feel like because there's been a lack of communication or misguided communication, that's been necessary. And I think to a certain extent, successful. I think more than anything, the people who've had to kind of figure out what the hell's going on without the direct communication have had to figure things out kind of on their own or in a solo manner, and it's worked. But now I think that there's almost this desire to, okay, these cards. This one was on top and flipped up. Seven of Pentacles, having to do with patience. It could be a message to be patient. I feel like things are going to come out in the open. I can't quite tell when, but I think that there will be some direct communication. And I think it's going to have to do with the fact that the people involved in the situation want their intuitive answers to be confirmed. So in other words, this is what I think is going on. This is what I intuitively think is going on. Is the curiosity going to get the best of these three people, and they will eventually have face-to-face conversations and say, so is this what you were doing, or is this what you were thinking, or is this why this happened? And hopefully, and it's not necessarily going to guarantee, but I think that's what's at least desired by this Queen of Pentacles. That there's some direct communication so some things can be confirmed. Let's get this last round out for Cancer. So we have the Page of Cups in reverse, the Star in reverse, Five of Wands, Five of Pentacles again, Nine of Wands, Eight of Cups, Three of Wands again. The repeats have been coming out like crazy. And then the Ten of Cups. Okay, so let me just address this first, since it's kind of the thought that I ended on before putting this last set out, is that there is some desire to kind of confirm feelings or confirm your intuitive thoughts about this whole situation, because again, there's a lack of communication. What I think these cards are saying is, unfortunately, if you're this Queen of Pentacles, what you suspect is true, unfortunately. And that's, I say unfortunately because it's an ugly situation going on between this King of Cups and Queen of Wands. And for whatever reason, feels like it definitely is indirectly affecting this Queen of Pentacles. And again, it could be definitely within a financial, it could be financially or in a financial situation, or it could be directly affecting your home situation, your living environment, that kind of thing, your job or workplace. It could have been a lost or a missed opportunity, something that didn't occur, something that would have been lucrative or profitable for you, or new job, promotion, whatever, but because of this disconnect, that's not happening. So it could be that. I almost feel like this Queen of Wands was biding her time until she could be the one to walk away from the situation. In other words, it feels like she probably was discontent, has probably been discontent with the situation regarding this King of Cups. I think the feelings were mutual between the two of them. Like I said before, I don't think that there's love lost. In other words, if there was any kind of connection, whatever emotional connection or sense of loyalty or compassion towards one another, that was already gone or has been gone already. But I feel like this Queen of Wands wanted to leave on her own terms. So I feel like that this ending was probably inevitable. But I think that the King of Cups brought it about sooner than the Queen of Wands because he just got sick of her antics. And the Queen of Wands, more than anything else, I think is distressing over the fact that she's not the one who ultimately got to walk away from the situation. The King of Cups did. I'm not sure. It could be that part of the reason that there's been such a lack of communication or lack of actions being taken with regard to the situation sooner, whether that means to resolve the situation or address it in some way. I think part of that has to do with the fact that there's been this knowing that other people would be affected, that it would be distressful and hard for other people connected to this relationship, and so that could be part of the reason why things have been ignored or communication hasn't been totally clear or upfront, and it's because there's been this understanding that when this does end, it's not going to be pretty for anybody. And so in order to avoid having to deal with it sooner or having to address the uncomfortable truth, the uncomfortable truths surrounding this relationship and how it affects other people, it was just ignored or purposely not talked about. I don't get ignoring. I don't get that people were not aware of the situation, because I don't think it was something where like I don't think people were being clear with each other or communicating on a very open or authentic way. I think that was most purposeful on this Queen of Wands part. But again, even so, I feel like there was an understanding as to why. In other words, I feel like most significantly, this King of Cups, to me, kind of has this air of, I knew what you were doing all along. I was just going along with it because maybe he didn't care, or maybe he didn't feel like it affected him that much. But I think he knew for a long time what this Queen of Wands was up to. I'm going to take this one. Integrity in reverse. I haven't pulled this card in a long time. I think it's going to be a nice ending for this reading, which sounds like a very complex situation, Cancer. I do not envy you, no matter what person you are in this reading. And honestly, the energies are kind of equally strong in this reading. I think the Queen of Wands is most present, so you know, if you're not this Queen of Wands, you could be either one of the other parties or somebody else who's aware of the situation and affected by it. But it feels complicated. If I, you know, I don't know the circumstances, so it's hard for me to tell, like, you know, what would be the next step forward. To me, communication is always the key, but that's not always possible. I get that. Direct communication is best. Again, that's probably not always possible, or not all parties are necessarily willing. So let's see what this card has to say, Cancer. Maybe you'll get some advice. This is Integrity 23 in reverse, it's a potential blockage. Oops. I try to, I keep thinking I can talk and find the page at the same time. It's kind of like walking and chewing gum at the same time. It's very difficult. What the hell is going on? I keep flipping way past it. Or not going far enough. Apparently I need to review my Roman numeral numbers because I'm looking at 23, XXIII, and I was thinking I was past it when I was looking at 16. I found it. Okay, potential blockage is about a half a page, Cancer. I'll read this for you, display the card in the upright for you, and then we're going to wrap this reading up. There's some nudity in the card. I hope you're not offended. I don't ever cover up the nudity. I know some readers won't use the cards with nudity, but it's art. It's fine. All right, here we go. Here we go, Cancer. When the integrity card appears reversed, it cautions against hypocrisy and contradictory behavior. Have you at some point condemned others for their intolerant and judgmental behavior and done so without the awareness that you yourself are embracing the very behavior for which you are condemning others? Sounds like mirroring to me. Have you declared yourself supportive of worthy causes, but then in practice, acting in a manner that contradicts? For example, you are passionate about your desire to reduce deforestation, so you choose to become a vegetarian, because the meat industry is one of the leading causes of global deforestation. However, you continue to support unsustainable agricultural practices, buy books, newspapers, and magazines, and use technology that is fueled by mining. Yes, it is worthy and noble act to choose to limit one's impact upon the earth, but if you choose to condemn and judge others for their lifestyle choices, take a moment to make sure you are consistent in your beliefs and actions across all aspects of your life, lest those you condemn call you out on your hypocrisy. When you criticize others for not doing as you do while your actions are contradictory and inconsistent, your desire to act for moral or ethical reasons can appear sanctimonious and designed to make you appear morally superior. Those who live in glass houses should not throw stones, and we all live in glass houses, every single one of us. I thought that was profound. That was profound. That's definitely what's going on here between these two. Pot calling the kettle black. There is some, it feels like double standards going on here, some hypocrisy, blame game, finger pointing, and then of course, on the other end of the spectrum, just not caring, not wanting to participate, not wanting to engage, refusal to acknowledge. I think that, again, there's something that probably needs to happen within this connection. I don't necessarily believe that the ending needs to be reconsidered, because this feels like very toxic energy between these two, this King of Cups, Queen of Wands. However, whatever it is that they're doing is affecting other people, and I don't think that was the intention really by either of them, but it's turned out that way. So I don't necessarily feel like there's any advice regarding next steps forward. Excuse me. However, Cancer, and your situation is going to be different. If you're watching tarot readings, you probably already have it in you to at least want to heal from the situation, if not resolve the situation. Because that's why I watch tarot. It's like therapy for me. I like to confirm feelings. I like to figure out what's going on, and then ultimately I want to heal from it in whatever form that looks like. So if you're watching tarot, I feel like there at least is intention to move towards fixing things or making things better, especially for those innocent bystanders who had nothing to do with the situation and are ultimately affected by it because of other people's actions. So I think there needs to be some integrity regained and some work done on at least resolving the matter so that it's only affecting you and not other people, if you're the one causing the grief. So anyway, just some last thoughts. I'm going to leave that here. Cancer, I hope that the reading was helpful. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe. If you feel like leaving a comment to share your story, that's always valuable, not just for me to verify and confirm that the reading resonated with somebody, but also I think that it helps other people who might be going through similar things. So if you feel like sharing your story, that's always great. Thank you so much for watching, Cancer, and I'll see you next time. Bye.